La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Right, here we are. No lyrics tonight, it's straight out of my mind to you. Good evening to you. So, shoutout. Yeah, shout out to young Adam Pearson. Just watched his YouTube video there where even our owners gone round to his house to say, "How crack on, Bonnie lad." And guess what? He still wants out. You want out. So you buy out your contract. You want to play somewhere else. Good riddance. Once we get two strikers, just remember this, Bonnie lad. You want to win Champions League? Are you good enough to win the Champions League? Are you good enough? Chucking your toys out the pram. Wanting more money. Do you deserve bigger wage packet? No, you don't. You got to earn that wage. Get out. Hope you get what's coming. big fine, all the money going to the food bank, to the people who need it more. How ungrateful. Shocked, disrespect. The grass is not greener. Disrespect. Well, you got that. So I hope you get fined, and I hope the money goes to the food bank, to the people of our fine city. You deserve nothing more. Disrespect. Yeah, that's a work in progress because I've just blasted through my mind because of watching Pearson, a brilliant young lad. But yeah, apparently all of the words said by Jamie Rubin and representatives of the Public Investment Fund, and it went nowhere. So the hope is we get the two strikers. Joe Linton isn't as bad as was first thought. Not sure about Sandro Tonali. However, gutted. Absolutely gutted. Right. I spent over an hour in a Zoom call before with content creators from London, from Spain, Germany, etc. And the whole purpose of doing the Zoom call was channel growth, which I've spoken to you about many, many times. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. So, I told everybody in the Zoom about the content we do here, which is Newcastle United, who played brilliantly last night, and for whatever reason the referee decided he was going to do the same thing he did the last time when we played Liverpool, but it was at Anfield, where minutes were added and the result was we lost that game at Anfield, and last night a young 16-year-old put the ball in the back of the net. So here's the hope. The hope is this. The strikers who I heard about through another young YouTube channel, Antonio Mango, the club look at to bring in, i.e. Alexander Surloff, Max Morstead, Nelson Wipia, or Samu from Porto. Now, one thing we were talking about on this meeting, the Zoom meeting, was this. I told everybody that was in all of the different boxes, some were men, some were women, and covered various different categories of niches. Yeah, niche. So, what we were talking about, was channel growth. And a few heads turned a little bit when I said meme coins. Also, when I mentioned the apps which you all know about. Those apps, 48 hours and they are back. And that is where in 48 hours we're going to do a live from the apps. To build the apps, to grow the apps, and to say to all of those 98 people who came in onto the Zoom call, put your content on there. It's a brand new form of social media. And that's the hope moving forward. And the hope is, as well, we get these two strikers to push us to new heights. We get the two strikers I want. Well, if we get Alexander Surloff or Samu or one of the other ones I mentioned just before there, the likelihood is we're going to get goals from them this season, and that's going to fire us up into top 5 before Christmas. But as I said earlier, the chairman, Jamie, sit down and put the wage structure for Newcastle United in the trash can. And then we won't have this ever again. Somebody mentioned earlier, I think it was the Real Ninja or somebody like that in my comments, saying, yes, we need more revenue coming into the club, i.e. training ground sponsor. Yes, we need a training ground sponsor. And yes, we do need a company like Sir Aramco at St James's Park and have that ratified by the Premier League in London to push us forward. So, yeah. But the mission now is 2 new strikers. So I'm going to have a look at charts, see what we've got. 31 people here and there's only 2 likes. However, shake your heads, man. Come on. What's a scam, Tiger? What's a scam? Huh? What's a scam? Come on. However, spit it out. Never mind saying scam. What's a scam? Come on. Otherwise, right, fair enough. There you go, mate. Dead easy. Gone. Bush. Bong. Straight like that. Now, like I said to all of those people in the Zoom meeting for YouTube growth, I give them brand new ideas. And good evening, Vivian. How to deal with the BDFI effect of Newcastle crypto coins, etc. Well, do you know the thing is, there's a good video coming, and the video is to the Financial Conduct Authority, and I'm going to be doing that tonight because the problem I had is this: the suitability assessment. Now, what that does is it states how much you're going to put in. Now, yes, there are a lot of things that can go wrong, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put money into a pool. That money stays in the pool and it doesn't come out. So that's going to happen in the next 48 hours. You know, just for the laugh, you know, Newcastle voted for Pearson. I don't care. I am tired of hearing the PSR, the FFP, the BCDWD. Well, I'm tired of hearing it. What I want is what every football fan wants: points on the board. We get points on the board, we rise up, we climb the table. So, Daz Wells, so how will this affect your ideas? Well, the ideas move. I don't wait, I move. Which is why I said to everybody, March and February 2025 is when everything happens. And one thing I'm going to say to you, Daz, is this: if you don't like, move on, because it isn't going to stop. So you have a choice. You can either pipe down or do that. Your choice. I don't care which one you do. And that's the honest thing. They are the official partner with the club and are releasing meme coins. Fair enough. It's taken, what, 7 years? So the club is well and truly lagging behind. You see, you look at another football club, former champions, Manchester City. What do they have right there? Right there on their arm. What do they have? It's called OKB. And they get money. I'm doing multiple. I am doing seeking you live. I'm going to do StreamYard live and live here. And the reason, like I said to every good person who was in the Zoom call today, channel growth. And a lot of those people who we are talking to today, men and women, they all mentioned that horrible little word, TROLL. So it's not just me, it's every single channel on YouTube. And the one thing which I heard, and I heard it from his mouth, was Paul Ditchburn. 42,000 subscribers. 42,000. Let that sink in. And he had to apologize because his TTR Friday is gone because what was said. And somebody has 42,001, which is just for the laughs. Well, here's the thing. Bush. Gone. That simple. Really, really simple. You see, as I've said to many people, including regulars, if you don't believe, you don't believe. But if you don't believe, why are you here? Would you also do a big yes? That is one of the things when I set up doing the meme. It was to get into a recording studio and do songs through a mic and have an engineer sitting at his mixing desk and say, wow, yeah. And the money, I'm going to put a percentage of money to special causes. Oh, right. Okay, it does. Okay. Right up. Dead easy, you see. Really dead easy. Yeah. You don't want to be if all you're going to do is come in and do the mega mouth, do that, yeah. Then the only thing that I'm going to do is you're going to vanish. And if you come back in on another email, made up email, you'll vanish again. Because I only want people who want to be here. And Newcastle United, which is there, that badge there. That's the club I've supported all of my life. So my songs are about Newcastle United. Yes, he is taking the biscuit. You are 100% right. Yes, he is. Yes, Nathan, you are right. Yes, he is. Because he sat at home last night where if he had been a man and honoured his contract, we might have won the match last night. Might being the key word. Because he decided he wasn't going to play. We had to put somebody who is a winger in the middle. Steve-O, listen. I am tired of people saying and doing that. Yeah. Anybody can do that. And you've got to realise, I want to grow this channel, which is why this is the only place in YouTube that does what I do. So there you go. Yeah, Shabba, he doesn't want to play. But he's got a problem. He's got a big, big problem. And that big, big problem is this. Unless him and his agent put their wallets on the table together and he buys out his 3-year contract and we get 2, not 1, 2 strikers, he is contracted to the club. And because he's contracted to the club, the disrespect shown to the owners, who does he think he is? So what we got here? As a Liverpool, I would say Newcastle should have won. Well, put it this way, if he had played last night, would he have scored? To add to the tally? Would it have been the case of more concentration in the last dying embers of the game? So it would have been a draw? Or might he have done what he did at Wembley, which is what he's paid to do, stick the ball in the back of the net? Just saying. Do you really want to make him play? Well, it's not up to me, and it is not up to any Newcastle United content creator. It is up to those people who pay his money. That's who he has let down. And as I said in the song, the hope is his wages will be donated to the West End Food Bank, to people who struggle week in, week out, and still attend St. James's Park. Because what he has done, there's no coming back from that. Gordon made an error. Yes, Gordon made an error. But Gordon was on the pitch last night. And Gordon has been a Liverpool supporter most of his life, if not all of his life. But he still played. The other person sat at home and watched it. Bok. Honestly, if they're attending a match and going to a food bank, probably some money management, Oh, Bok, you're so perfect, aren't you? You're really so perfect. As a matter of fact, Bok, the impression you give me is this. You have a very good income and you've never been to a food bank before in your life. A lot of people have. You know what I mean? Newcastle broke promises. A promise that is written in black and white on a contract. If it's not written in black and white on a contract, it is hearsay and nothing else. And that is to Ahmed Damzia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Apologies if it isn't. Do you reckon, says Jack, Isaac should get... No. 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 And do me a favour, Jack. Do me a favour. Delete that comment. Delete it. 30 seconds. I'm counting. Because I'm going to hold until you do delete. And then if you don't delete after 30 seconds, I will. Because that, nobody deserves that. So come on. Delete. Ooh, ow, ow. I'll carry on in a second. I'm just waiting for Jack to delete that comment. So come on. Okay. There we go. Giving you time. But there we go. The Voodoo people. Have you visited? Yes, I have. And those people are amazing. So yes, I have. And what I'm also going to do when I have transport, I'm going to do a live outside. I'm not going in, I'm going to go outside so that you know where. I wish I got my wife to put her promises back. Promises in black and white. Women, yeah. Well, I have a contract to come in September. Is Ahmad is saying is that is good enough to win a Champions League? Well, you've got to play out of your skin to become champions. And I don't honestly think, what I honestly believe is this: if he does get his wish, he might play for Liverpool. Yes, he might. But winning the Champions League as a Liverpool player? No, it's not going to happen. No, the Premier League, Ahmed, is what's holding Newcastle back. The Premier League. And go back to my video, Premier League going stale. Go back and have a look. Is it true you're putting the number 9 stripes? Yes, that is true. Yeah. The club crest, back window, front of the car is logo and number 9 on both front doors. So yes. The American birds cannot come to the UK because they are in debt. They owe a lot of money in the United States and they are working the debt to clear it. So the chances of the American females 33 and 37 coming to the UK, it's not going to be in 2025. Why the stripes? Because the top I'm wearing, stripe, stripe, stripe. There you go. The car and the new car will be silver. And the silver car, the new one, will have 2 black stripes from the front all the way to the back and number 9 again on both front doors. The car doesn't move. You're very correct. The car doesn't move. When I start making from the meme, when that happens in the next 48 hours,